Hey everybody, Andy here, aka Montolio, and we are back for another Vintage League. We're playing green-white hate bears today. I know. It's really a green-white lands deck is what it is. This hand seems a little slow. We are on the play. I think I'm going to mulligan this one. We can do a bit better. This hand looks great. Now what do we want to put back? I keep it. I think I'm going to put an Archon back. My opponent has in the past been known to play breach style decks. So I'm not going to play the bog out quite yet. Oh, beg your pardon. I have pretty bad post-nasal drip at the moment. My allergies are going off, thus the unpleasant sound. All right, the old flagstones of Shroak here. Pass. Okay, Mox. This could be trouble here if it's a quick PO. Let's just draw a Collector Roof. How's that sound? Can't even cast a Collector Roof, to be honest. Funny enough. Can't do anything here. Pretty awkward, eh? I'm going to leave my Deathrite up here in case they do play a fetch land here that will give me an option to crop rotate in a hurry. But we could just be in really big trouble already here. This deck usually does not have mana troubles, but as you can see, certainly can. My opponent realizes that I'm mana screwed here. I will crop rotate very quickly given the opportunity, though. This is just okay, Teferi, yeah. They just bounce one of my Deathrites. They will lose their Teferi if they do that. Okay, that's smart. Oh, you know what they're playing is Kitty combo. Yeah. That makes sense, doesn't it? Not much I can do here. Even here, this is not enough to stop the combo. And they can combo if they have the piece here next turn. This at least puts Teferi, they don't get any cards off it. As long as, of course, they don't have the actual combo. So the Aspirin was a good draw there. Yeah, maybe they just don't have it. Still cannot cast it. Just going to send all of them at Teferi here. This should fetch a force, I would think. This just stops the combo cold. Yep. Okay, Flusterstorm. Probe, yeah. Kind of neat, you tap your Mana Vault, the kitty can bounce it back to your hand. Displacer Kitten, I think the card is called. All right, Collector Roof would be great. Oof would be great, or Archon would be great. Okay, let's see if they have another one here. We can be eating these here, but we're choosing to attack in. All right. I don't think I'm going to put anything on the Archon because that will be the first target. And there's their card for the turn. They can play a land. Strand comes in tapped, yeah. So that might have been big for them. Let's see. We do have them on a fairly serious clock here. I just think we're beating down here. All right, there you have it, folks. See, my opponent can play the kitty here. Or they can play Teferi and bounce Archon. That does work. All right, very nice win from us there. So, Force of Vigor seems quite good here. I don't think they are on a list. We could see Liberator. STP does stop the kitty. Don't think we need Luminarch Aspirant, although it is quite good. Endurance is probably not at its best, given what I believe I'm playing against. Maybe I just want a Swords. Don't think we need Tabernacle here. Could see a second Swords. Let's try this out. I do like crop rotation in a pinch. We have a number of bullet lands. I do really like Sylvan Safekeeper. This card has been a surprisingly good card. I would anticipate my opponent to have some number of removal. Okay, so this sets up pretty nicely because we have an uncounterable turn 2 Collector Roof. I am going to keep it. It might be a little bit on the slow side. Ponder, yep. And what we're looking for here would be a Mox or a Lotus, an Elvis Spirit Guide, something to spurn out an uncounterable Collector Roof. Lotus, I think, would be our best draw. They did not shuffle their library. They may misstep this, but I think that's okay if they do. Like, this is typically not where they want to spend their removal, is on the actual Sylvan Safekeeper. Most people do not expect Cavern of Souls to be a big player. So if I can get to a point where Collector Roof hits the table, it should be difficult for my opponent to remove it. Very nice synergy with Flagstones of Trokir, the Sylvan Safekeeper. So we just have to hope my opponent doesn't go off here. They're just going to Swords my Safekeeper. Top, okay. I'm going to play this out first, and the reason is that if I need to sacrifice a land, I want it to be the Cavern of Souls. They're probably going to force my Reclaimer, which is good for me if they do, because I have a second. Okay, feeling like we're in a decent position here. Tinker makes this a lot more difficult for sure. But you can't have all the answers, and Tinker is a one-off in their deck. Teferi could come down here. They could put my oof back in my hand. They could try anyway, so I can save it. And I probably will start attacking their mana next turn if that, given the opportunity. Like, I can't actually... Yeah, so they have the swords. We're going to sacrifice the Cavern as we planned. Sylvan Safekeeper, folks. My opponent needs it removed. A Wasteland would be a nice draw. A little bit awkward if they have a Snapcaster, but I'm not going to play around with Snapcaster. Maybe I should have bogged in response to Fairy. Okay. So I think I'm going to do a neat little trick here. Sacrifice my Savannah. I think I'm going to get a Flagstones of Trokir. Sacrifice my flagstones. My last Savannah. Giving it Shroud again. Now I've got a 3/4 creature. Sylvan Safekeeper. I have not cut one from the deck because it's just so good at protecting what you need to protect. So obviously I wish I had the Wasteland here because my opponent did not play a land. I should have a forest in the deck still that I can fetch. That would be a little bit awkward if I didn't, but so that is lethal on the table. My creatures cannot be targeted. Okay, we got there. Yeah, all-star of the match, Sylvan Safekeeper, being able to negate, was it one Swords to Plowshares and, well, really two, and to Fairy. So we'll take that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you for round 2.